Hi everyone! Here we go with our first literacy lesson ever in our new classroom, which is so exciting. Our new classroom is actually my kitchen. And boys and girls, I thought that we could revisit some procedural writing, something that we've already learned about. But this time we're going to think about, I would like you to write to me and tell me what your day usually looks like. So before we do that, I want to read you a story just to get your minds thinking about procedural writing and how we explain the steps and how we use transition words and a title. And so I'm going to start by reading you this book, How to Babysit a Grandpa. And I know that I've read you this before, but we always reread books many different times and in many different ways because it will give us so many different answers each time. So here we go. Babysitting a grandpa is fun, if you know how. When your grandpa rings the doorbell, what should you do? Hide. You might wiggle and want to giggle, but don't yell, Grandpa. Not yet. Shh. How to stay quiet. Pretend you're a shark waiting for lunch. Act like a pirate spy. Be as still as a lion's statue. As soon as your grandpa says, I give up, pop out and shout, Here I am. When your mom and dad leave, pat your grandpa's hand and say, Don't worry, they always come back. Then right away, ask him if he's hungry. Snacks for a grandpa. Ice cream topped with cookies, olives served on fingertips, anything dipped in ketchup, cookies topped with ice cream. Just going to move closer so you can see. After snacks, it's time to take your grandpa for a walk. When it's cold, bundle up. When it's sunny, sunscreen up, especially the top of his head. Remember to grab his hand when you cross the street and remind him to look both ways. What to do on a walk. Step over sidewalk cracks. Look for lizards, cool rocks, and dandelion puffs. If there's a puddle or a sprinkler, show him what to do. When you're back at home, have him shut his eyes while you get ready. And then, how to entertain a grandpa. Somersault across the room, put on a scary play, show off your muscles. You may want to have some extra tricks. Grandpas always clap for more. Pretty soon he'll want to join the fun, and so play with your grandpa too. How to play with a grandpa. March with your drum. Give him a kazoo. Watch out for sharks in the water. Don't let your feet touch the floor. Build a pirate cave. Make sure you can both fit. When your grandpa says, nap time, it's time for his nap. The best way to put him to sleep is to have him read a long book over and over and over and even if you're sleepy too, babysitters have to stay awake. While he naps, draw a picture for his fridge. What to draw for a grandpa? A pirate shark battle, your favorite dinosaur, you and your grandpa splashing in a puddle. Then wake up your grandpa. You might want to try lifting him with your muscles, tickling his nose and his toes, singing On Top of Old Smoky softly, then louder and louder. Now ask, will mom and dad be home soon? Your grandpa will look at the clock and say, Yikes, soon, very soon. Good babysitters can't leave messes, so turn on some bouncy music and get to work. When you hear your mom and dad, grab your grandpa's hand and pull him beside the couch. Show him how to be quiet. Check how to stay quiet. And whisper, see, Grandpa? They always come back. Now comes the hardest part, goodbye time. How to say goodbye to a grandpa. Surprise him with the picture. Give him a hug and a kiss, a hug and a kiss, a hug and a kiss. And ask, when can I babysit you again? And that's the end. So, boys and girls, I know that we've looked at the success criteria for procedural writing before. So I just want to remind you of that. because on day one, which is today, Monday, you are going to be doing your first draft. So you're going to think about, we brainstormed how to read a book for our procedural writing together last time we did this in class. So we remembered that we need to have a title, we need to have transition words, which are first, next, then, finally. We need to make sure that all of our information is in order and that it makes sense when you read it back. And then we need to explain our thinking. So it says, then read a book. So remember, you need to give an explanation sentence to that. So if you get stuck on some words, go back, look at the picture, and maybe it will help you solve the word. So today what I'm asking you to do is to write a piece of procedural writing on what your day normally looks like. So first might be something like this. First, I wake up in the morning, and then you need a sentence that explains that. So you wake up and do what? You watch cartoons, or do you eat breakfast? And that's all sort of the part of waking up part of your day. And then you need to space it out so that your finally ends with the very end of your day. And you are welcome to draw these little boxes and draw pictures beside it. But that will be for on Monday. So once you've got your first draft done, you're done your writing for the day. Tuesday, you're going to come back and you're actually going to use, I'm just going to move that down a bit. You're going to use your editor's checklist, which all of you are very familiar with. So when you use your editor's checklist, you're going to remember to have the date at the top, put spaces in between your words. You should have capitals at the start of a sentence, on the title, on any loud writing or special writing, and on any names. You need to have punctuation, details in your writing. You need to stretch out unfamiliar words, and you can use the word wall for some of the familiar words. So there will be a picture uploaded in the instructions along with the editor's checklist that you can look at, okay? And unfortunately, we don't have our personal dictionaries, but using the word wall. Last but not least, on Wednesday, so Tuesday is going to be editing. So that means going through and remember circling any letters that are either need to be capitalized or need to be put in lowercase, adding punctuation, looking at where your spaces are. So you might want to use a different color marker to do your editing on Tuesday. Wednesday, you're going to present it to somebody in your home. So you're going to ask if they could take a few minutes to listen to you read it. And as you read it aloud, think, does it make sense? Is there any information missing? What else do I need to add to this? Or what do I need to take away? Or maybe what words could I choose that are juicier than the ones that I've already put in? And then on Thursday is going to be your final good copy. So you will get a new sheet of paper, or you will turn the paper in your notebook, and you will write out your final copy, which you will send to me on Friday. And there'll be more information to come about how to send me the work that you've done on Friday, okay? So I'm still trying to figure that out. And once I do, I will let all of you know how you will submit your work on Friday. Okay, so good luck and do your best work. And remember, I know what your best work looks like, so I want you to make sure you're taking your time and sounding out your words and using lowercase letters. And I want to know what you've been up to and what your days are looking like. And if you're enjoying staying at home and just taking things easy, or if you've been working really hard, I want to know what you've been doing with your days, okay? So I can't wait to read these and get back to you, okay? We'll see you soon.